Alright boys, we are back, and we had to hold off the other day because we didn't have the proper tools to take out the valve springs, but we got it now. And we kind of started messing with it a little bit, trying to get some of these out, some of these valves off. We got the new ones in right there. Alright guys, this is a little pro tip for all the people that want to do a cam swap to their LS motor, and you got to do the valve springs and all of that. And I'm talking about the 4.8s, the 5.3s, the 5.7s, the 6 liters, the 6.2s, then even the 7 liters. But you're gonna need this little tool right here to get them out. This little guy right here. This is a very, very cheap tool to buy. You can get it from anywhere from 20 bucks to 70, depending on what you want. This one in particular was 20 bucks. All you do is get this little guy right here. Set it on this one. Set it over here like so. Then you grab this guy over here and you place it over here. You hold it down with these bolts over here. Put these bolts up right here, and now it's important to remember you're putting this into the head, so you do not want to go too tight or go in too deep. And then this kit came with 2 of these longer bolts that we're using, so we just pop it in underneath, and then we're popping this guy in there, and we're getting our nut, which is this one right here, and we're just gonna tie it down. And then when we tie this down, it'll get down to this level right here, and then that's when it's gonna compress the spring all the way down. So what we're gonna do tonight is just take out the rest of these. We're gonna leave this alone, take out this one, and then take out all of the ones from right there. And there you have it. Valve springs are off of the head, and now we're just left with the seals. Then you just grab this guy, you put it down right here, and you pop it off like so. And as you guys can see here, this right here is a single piece. It's a 1-piece seal, like the C in the seal. And then over here we're gonna have new ones, which are a 2-piece. So it's no big deal. All you do is grab the new one, and you're gonna know there's which one's which, because the bottom one is gonna be a little bit wider, if you can just focus, than the top one. The top one does sit a little bit different, and this goes down. So you're gonna grab this one, and we're gonna wanna put some oil around this. And well, there you have it, boys. All of the valve springs are off. And just look at the difference. This is a regular valve spring that I was using before. And these are the new beefy dual valve springs. So one head is done. We're gonna get onto the other head. It's right over there. We're gonna do the same process. We're just gonna remove all of the valve springs out from here from them, and then just leave them exposed just like that, so that tomorrow we can come back in and just install the new springs. And then once we do that, we can install the heads back into the car and start getting everything else back in there, and then hopefully we can get this car even started pretty soon. That I'm excited about. And then we'll do the dyno, and then the Tashi Road. Be having a Cam LS3 Camaro full bolt-on. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started on the next head. all of the valve springs are off. Now we're just gonna inspect it, make sure everything's okay, and put the new seats and seals in it, and then the new valve springs, and this should be the finished product right here. Look at that. This one, I mean, we just need to tie it down, but yeah, this is all we're gonna do tonight. I'll check in with you guys again in the morning. All right, boys, welcome back. It's another day. I just went to work, came back from work, and I saw that my dad already actually changed the valve springs on the other head over here. So huge shout out to him. He was a huge help, but luckily we still have the other head for us to work on.
Bueno, aquí le aflojamos esta tripa y mira, ahí se van acomodando las tripas. ¿Viste? Esto es para que aprendan. Si quieren saber mecánica, aprendan de los viejos. No por nada tengo 60 años de mecánico.
Alright, boys, so there you have it. As you guys can see, I honestly was not able to even figure out how to do it. My dad saw me struggling with this, so he came in and decided to help me out and even show me how to do it. As you guys heard from my dad, learned from the OGs in the game. They've been doing this for much longer than we have, and it shows because he was able to get this done in like 10-15 minutes, while it took me like maybe half an hour for me to even do one, and I was struggling to do it. You live and you learn. It's a part of the game. It is what it is. But we'll be back tomorrow to put on the heads onto the car, hopefully, and then we can start getting everything put back together. I want to see if this car starts by the weekend. And yeah, so I'll check in with you guys in the morning. What's going on, boys? We're back, and it is finally time to put the heads back onto the Camaro, start putting the exhaust back in, and start doing everything back. So hopefully we can start it soon. My dad already came ahead and helped me out. He threw one of the heads on there. Now I'm gonna come in and throw the other one in, and then we're just gonna torque them down and start putting everything else on. The annoying part about it is that we're gonna have to do the exhaust as well, the headers, and I remember these headers being a pain in the ass. Hopefully it's a little easier this time. So yeah, let's get to work. Alright, boys, there you have it. The heads are on there. Now they're just being held up right now by the head bolts. Haven't torqued anything down yet. We still have to do that. I'm just gonna look up right now to see what they need to be torqued down to and then how to properly do it. So I'm gonna have my dad show me, or kind of just guide me through the process, because I've never done this before. But as you guys can see, I was actually able to sit in the engine bay because this is how much freaking room I have in here. It's pretty sweet. This is actually pretty awesome to see that I can do this. But yeah, now we just gotta, once we torque this down, I'll probably do the headers last because I'm kind of dreading having to lift up the car and everything. But once we do that, and then we'll start putting on the timing cover, all the accessories, all the water pump, all the good stuff. And yeah, slowly coming together. And we started to do the intake manifold, of course, but that's coming soon. Right now, let's go see what we got to torque these onto. All right, boys, so now we got the heads on, the studs are on, or the bolts, everything. We found out the order. It's basically 1, 2, 3, 4. Found it over here. I forgot already. Did my best way of drawing it out. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you know the rest. So these get torqued down to 22 pounds, then 90 degrees, and then 70 degrees. And then the smaller ones, they just get bolted down to 22 pounds. So head number 1 down, everything is torqued on spec. Now time to work on number 2, and we're gonna do the same thing we did over there, just on this side. I'm gonna tighten them all the way down first, and then go back and torque them down to spec. Alright boys, so there you have it. The heads are officially back on the Camaro. Valve springs, everything is done. I think that's gonna do it for the night. I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Next time, hopefully we are starting the car, and then after that we'll do the dyno. But that's gonna do it for today. Really excited, progress is coming along. That's a really good sign, seeing the heads back on there. And just hoping that once we send it, she's able to stick and we're not back here again soon. So that'll do it for tonight, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you later.